What do you make of Manel Kape as an opponent? What's his strengths compared to yours, and how do you see the fight playing out with each other?
I mean, I feel like it's a pretty even fight. If anything, he has advantage on the, I would say, striking, maybe power. He has more knockouts, obviously. I think my wrestling is better than his. I feel like it's a fun fight for the division, a fun fight for me and for the fans. Obviously, some people may not know him, but I've known him for a long time, watched him in other organizations, so I'm excited for the challenge.
He came out here today and said that his weight's on point, he's feeling really good, but do you watch Friday morning and sort of think, well, he might make weight, but I'm curious how he looks on those scales?
Nah, I'm not too worried about it. I've been in both sides. Someone miss weight on me, I miss weight on people, and sometimes you just can't control things. So if he makes weight, great. If he doesn't, great. We're going to still have a fight.
What sort of style do you think you're expecting from him? Do you think he's going to come out aggressively, or do you think he's going to worry about the wrestling and kind of try and predict a takedown?
Obviously, after watching my last fight, I'm probably think he's going to come out, try to blitz me. I can honestly say Pantoja was the first guy that's actually ran through me like that. Mm-hmm. Davison fight, too early to say who was winning that fight. You know what I mean? He threw a guillotine, got me, and then Benavidez' fight was back and forth till we collided head. So if I'm looking at it as if someone gonna get ready to fight me, I would say he's gonna come out and blitz me.
So do you already have a counter plan in mind if that starts to happen?
Just stay calm and do my thing. You can practice all that stuff, but once you're in there, it takes over.
Yeah, we've only seen you fight once since you fought for the title in 2020. Can you explain what sort of these last 2.5, 3 years have been like? Why haven't we seen you as active?
Injuries, and then obviously the whole COVID thing. I believe I was scheduled to fight with Chanel 3 or 4 times, and 2-3 weeks before the fight, something happened where he got COVID. I got COVID one time. Things like that. It was just kind of nonstop for me. I just kind of have to go with it. I would love to be more active, and then obviously injuries, because during the time I was still helping my teammates train and stuff like that. I would still get banged up. So just a little bit of everything. Life kind of came to. My son was born and stuff like that. So I wanted to take some time off and spend some time with him. So yeah, I'm excited to be back.
Yeah. Are you looking to be more active moving forward?
Yeah. My first year in Zuffa, I think I fought 5 times. In the regional scene, I was fighting 5-6 times a year. I would like to fight 3-4 times a year if I'm allowed to.
I'm sure the belt is obviously still the goal, so it's on many fighters' eyes. How fast do you want to get there? Do you want to get fast track and get in as many fights? Do you want to take your time?
To me, it doesn't matter. I'm just gonna do my part. That's the matchmaker's decision. I'm just gonna do my part, go out there, keep winning fights, and go from there.
Yeah, and we saw earlier this year the first quadrilogy, right? I believe that's how you say it. Close out. And that was obviously in the flyweight division, Davison Figueiredo and Brandon Moreno. Just your overall thoughts on the rivalry and what'd you make of it?
I think it was a good rivalry, To me, it really didn't matter what really happened because I wasn't in the title picture. So for me, it was kind of great because then I got to fight Pantoja. I had other opportunities to fight Kai and stuff like that just because the division was being held up. And obviously, my name wasn't in the title picture, so I wasn't too really worried about it. I'm glad it's over. Glad to get new challengers for that title, and hopefully I'm there soon.
Yeah. Are you almost glad that you weren't in that title picture at the time? Because, you could have been like Pantoja or maybe somebody else that had to wait, had to take other fights.
Yeah, you know what I mean? Like I said, my last fight against Pantoja, you know what I mean? If I would have won that fight, I could have been right there, fighting for the title next. To take a fight, for Pantoja to take a fight was, it's 50-50. You don't know what's going to happen in the fight. He came out on top. He won, which was great for him, but it's a risk you take. And like I said, I would have sucked to be in that position. Obviously, you can't sit out forever either. It's I'm not too sure other people's situations, but most people don't work a full-time job. They usually do it part-time, do private lessons, stuff like that. So, that was a good thing about being in my shoes.